Alright, welcome back guys. The snapshot to the ZkSync airdrop may very well have been taken. It's all over Twitter, is this real? I don't know. I'm going to continue to farm the ZkSync simply because it hasn't been announced by ZkSync. So until that happens, I'm going to continue to try to get my volume up and get more transactions and try to maximize my airdrop. I just want to show you this video that somebody posted on Twitter, and this is the ZkSync era GitHub. So this is apparently the third snapshot that was taken. The first two were not used. They decided not to use them, didn't give a reason, but that could very well happen here as well. So who knows the reason? Maybe they're using all three. We really don't know. We can only really speculate. So again, I'm going to continue to farm this as if I never saw this post. So in the meantime, another one that I have been farming was LayerZero. So I recently found out about this website called Wenzer, and it's basically an airdrop simulation. Basically tell you where you're at with the airdrop qualifications. All right, so this is the Arbitrum simulation, and it's basically, this is how Arbitrum calculated their airdrop, right? So you can see here transaction frequency and interaction. You've conducted more than 4 transactions, interacted with more than 4 smart contracts, and yes, I did that. You've conducted more than 10 transactions, interacted with more than 10 different smart contracts, did that. You've conducted more than 25 transactions, yes, but here is where they lost me, right? Now, I did not farm the Arbitrum airdrop. I should have, but I was, busy doing other things. You've conducted more than 100 transactions, interacted with more than 100 smart contracts, and then up here we have transaction volume, and we have 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. As you can see, I haven't done any of those. And then transactions over time. You've conducted transactions during 2 distinct months, 6 distinct months, and 9 distinct months. Okay, so the basic breakdown here, and this is why this is a really good tool, right? So I was not in the running. I actually thought that I did more. And what happens is you watch these videos of people who are telling you how to qualify for this airdrop, right? And you use a bridge here and there, and maybe go and do like a couple of swaps here and there, and then all of a sudden they tell you that you qualify, right? The same thing with Twitter posts. I see them all the time. 10 minutes of your time and you're going to make $10,000, and then they want you to obviously read their post. Guys, this is not true. Depending on the airdrop, most of them take a little bit of work and a little bit of time, and some of them, the better ones, take a little bit of money. So you can see down here, rank is 20, my total volume is 1648, transactions 70, interacted contracts 16. This wallet age is 82 days. I have used some type of a LayerZero product for 10 distinct days and 7 distinct weeks, 4 distinct months. Here's where we get the details down here, right? And also, after finding out what I found out, which I'm going to show you guys, a really cool tool on how to get massive amounts of transactions out for like minimal cost. This only updates every 24 hours. Probably am over the 100 mark. You can see, like, here's the different tiers. Have you done 5 transactions? Okay, 389,000 wallets have done 5. 10 transactions, 113,000 have done 10, 25, and so on. I was in the 50. I'm hoping after they do the next update that I am going to be in this category. So then we move on to the amount of money that you have bridged. Got like 50, 100,000. I'm in this range right here. I don't suspect I will get from, 1,600 or 2,000 or whatever it's going to be after today's transactions are updated. I don't expect to get to $10,000. So basically, how we're looking at this, with each category, you get more points. What I can't control is, obviously the wallet age. So what I can control right here, okay, user contracts, the number of contracts that I have interacted with. So the user source chains, what chains have I sent money from to another wallet, right? And there's 10 of them here that are in this category. I'm at number 8. I expect this to go to number 10. I looked up the chains that I do not have, and I, found ways to make that happen. Same thing with the destination chain. I am at 25 plus. A week ago, guys, 2 weeks ago, before I learned this and I started working on it, I was probably in like the 12 or 11 category. So I've doubled the destination chains that I have sent money to. User active days with each different day, I bump up. It says that I am on 10. It's going to be 11 unique days after today's update, and I'm going to try to get into these categories. And if I just do one transaction each day, that is going to get me up into these categories. Depending on when they're going to take the snapshot, I'm just going to do at least like one transaction a day, raise this number here. And active months, again, that's really something I can't control, but you can see we have our work cut out for us. So if we head up here, you can see these tabs up here, right? So here are the source chains that I have used. Okay, so here we see destination chain, and I have a sea of green now. Like, this was all red, especially down here where they didn't have a bridge suggested here. At first, it was hard to find a bridge that I could get to Aurora network that used the LayerZero protocol. Got a few left to hit, but from 2 weeks ago, I have really raised the bar as far as the amount of tokens that my wallet is going to qualify for. Like, no, not Ethereum. Every time Ethereum gas has been so high, every time I want to send money or receive money, it raises the transaction to like 50 or 60 bucks. And I just keep hoping that one day I'll find a day where it gets down to like 15 or 20 gwei and I can kind of send that transaction for a normal amount of money. Hasn't happened yet. I'm going to keep trying. And here we have DApp lists. So here are all the DApps. So NFT Copilot is another tool that we can use to check our airdrops. And you can see here, they'll do the LayerZero airdrop checker, ZkSync, Starknet, which is over, Scroll, and a Sybil test to see if your wallet will come up as a Sybil wallet or a bot wallet. So if I come over here to LayerZero, and again, guys, these are they're basically taking like the best information that they have from past airdrop. Nobody really knows how they're going to calculate this airdrop and who gets what, the tier system. Nobody knows. So take all of this with a grain of salt. So you just come down here, check your LayerZero airdrop rank, and you can put your wallet in, and you can see here that I am in the top 26%. So again, I hope that this is going to update a little bit once I get those last two source chains and a few of the other destination chains down. What I may have to do is kind of maybe send a little bit more money over to this wallet so that I can bridge maybe some larger amounts and get my volume up. Again, depending on when they take this snapshot, they could take it tomorrow. We really don't know. So I've got top 45% on the volume, 4 months I've been using it, and that's top 42%. I've got 7 source chains, so you see there's like some inconsistencies between the two programs. I know that Wenzer uses Dune, and it's kind of like a tracker. I've got 68 transactions. Well, on the other one, I actually only had 60. So I've heard that they're not able to read ZkSync chain transactions. So maybe in the actual snapshot, this will be better than it looks. 14 contracts. Again, here I kind of worked on this today, and I'm going to continue to work on that. It says I have 45 destination chains. So I want to really quick check my airdrop for ZkSync as well while I'm here. If the snapshot has been taken, how will my wallets do? Okay, and you see this is in the top 4%. That's pretty good. I'm actually really happy with that number. 27K in volume. I got 19 points on this one, and that may have to do with the number of months that I was using it. 12,900 in bridge volume, 178 transactions, and 65 different contracts. 5% on the points, 2% on the contracts and the transactions, and 3% on the bridge volume. Okay, so here is the 6-degree LayerZero most interacted contracts on Dune. So this is just a list of the most popular contracts that people are interacting with, and it's very useful if you're trying to get that contract number up. So gas.zip, this is fueled by LayerZero v2. So you can see here there's a very large list of destination chains that we can hit all at once. And there is a list of source chains over here on the left hand side. So you basically pick the chain that you want to send money from. I would start with whatever chain you have money on right now. Okay, and then you come over here and you can click each chain that you want to send money to. And you'll see here, like, this is the max if you just wanted to go max everything out, right? but I wouldn't do that. If we're just trying to get our transaction value up, you can send something as minimal as like 0.0001 ETH. Okay, so I went through, I clicked them all except for Ethereum, and I added 0.0015 ETH to send over to each chain from the Arbitrum chain. So you can see it's 37 transactions right there. Okay, 37 transactions for $34. You cannot beat that. I am not going to click confirm. I just wanted to show you guys. I want to see, once it updates where I'm at, and then kind of go from there. I already did this twice today. I also wanted to kind of show you really quick the inscriptions. So I used this earlier today, and I just, again, went right down the list, and I mean, you can send an inscription for like 60 cents. Cost is minimal, and we'll have 37 more contracts added to your list. So I'll do an update and let you know how this went, where I'm at with my destination chains and my source chain contracts and transactions. I'm hoping that this is going to be upwards in the 100, and this is going to be up in the 50 area. So I guess we'll see tonight. And that's all I got for you today, guys. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and stay tuned for more.